This is Cousin Russ. I'm going to make a short video on an observation I have when using a hint from Ancestry for a find a grave index entry for a single person. In other words, there's only one person on the memorial page on the index. And I want to just share my observation so that you might be aware of it. All right, so I'm in Family Tree Maker. And I have a hint for this person, and there are 6 ancestry hints. The second one is for find a grave. So I'm going to select that record, and that is my person. In the lower left-hand corner is the information about the person in my database. The information on the right-hand side is the record in Ancestry. And what I want to point out is the word, the country, U.S. versus United States of America. I just want to point out that that is what is on the screen. Now, what I'm also going to do is to bring over the page from Find a Grave, and let me bring that over to you now, just so that you know where Ancestry is pulling that data from. The Find a Grave website, the old version or the new version, uses the term USA. That's what I want to demonstrate and talk to you about, and how I handle it. Now, I'm not going to do the complete, I'm going to bring this record in, but I'm not going to do my normal cleanup. Just show you the results of when I do this this web merge. So I'm clicking to merge, and again, on the left is the information in my database. On the right is what is on the website. And I want to keep that name because that's her married name. I want to bring in and make the preferred fact, the more detail of the location. In my database, I just know that she was born in Delaware, but I have a more complete entry from Find a Grave. And the same with the death. I have a more complete death location, and I have a burial fact, which I did not have in my database. So I'm going to click next and merge now. And my normal cleanup now would be to go move that record into the template format, but that's not important for this demonstration, this blog. I'm going to go to the People Workspace in the person view, and you can see that the birth date was 1913, which is what the record said, but it has the United States of America spelled out. That is not in the correct format, and this icon on the far right says to resolve it. I'm going to click on that icon, and it has the name of the town, the county, and I want the county name spelled out, and it is provided correctly from Ancestry. But Ancestry is giving me the word United States of America. The Family Tree Maker wants USA, which I want as well, so I'm just going to replace it. That's fine and dandy. I'm going down to the death place. The death place is more correct. That was on the index. Just so I show you. So I did the birth date, birth location, death date, death location. I'm going to do the same thing that I did for the birth. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do is all birth, marriage, and death dates for me, I use the word about, because I know that I need to more detail information. I already have it in this specific case, May 9th, but I don't have in this record, I don't have where she was born. But so I use all birth, marriage, and death dates about if all I'm given is the year. We're on her death place, and like before, the icon says resolve unrecognized place name, and it is Newcastle County, Delaware, USA. So I'm going to replace that. Now I'm going to go to the burial location. Bring the screen back over here. You see in the burial, it actually has the cemetery name. Now I want to use that cemetery name, and I want that in the burial fact. So I'm going to double click. I'm going to put my cursor before the word Camden, and I am going to type in the cemetery name with a comma between the cemetery name and the name of the town. Again, because I have USA and the cemetery, I have to resolve that place name. So I click the icon and I move the cemetery name up to the historical name or address of church or cemetery. I move the name of the cemetery. Each time there's a comma, it would move it up above. So I now have the cemetery name and the name of the town, the county, the state. I'm going to change the USA, United States of America, to USA, and I click replace. So that is all of the data that was on this record, and this is the hint that I followed. I am not going to deal with the website, and I'm not going to deal with what the Find a Grave website says. That's not important for this demonstration. All I wanted to point out was the USA versus United States of America. I have set a bug report on that location. It's really not Family Tree Maker that has to resolve it. Ancestry, in their transcription, has the error and is bringing it in because their source of the data, as I showed you before, let me see if I may still have that record open, and let me bring over, no, I don't, I closed it. So anyhow, no, there it is. This is the record that Ancestry brought in from the index, and in the index it says USA. So somewhere between family Ancestry and Find a Grave, they've changed the word USA to the United States of America. I have reported that. I just make this observation to you. I deal with it just like I just showed you. So that's my observation, and I will do another one of these when there's more than one person on that index. It's more complicated, and there are other issues that are need to be addressed, and I will address how I handle those situations. Thank you. Have a great day.